Alright, it's time to get to the bottom of this. Who is really the strongest? Is it Black Frieza or is it Beast Gohan? Real quick in the comments, tell me, go.
Hey, shit.
Nah, I'm just kidding. It's not a quiz. Black Frieza did one-shot True Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta right in front of our faces, and before anybody tries to say he didn't, I would like to present to you Exhibit A. Or is it Beast Gohan, the man who is allegedly now the strongest mortal in the universe? Where does Broly fit in all this? Are Goku and Vegeta even in the top 3 anymore? As it stands in the Dragon Ball Super storyline, there are really no clear answers to any of these questions. But if these fighters were to all go up against each other, we wouldn't need a winner, right? In this video, we enter a what if arc where Black Frieza and Beast Gohan will inevitably have to face off against each other. Right after Gohan defeats Cell Max in the year age 783, everything kinda goes back to normal on Earth. Meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta are training with Broly and they're cautious of Frieza, but not enough for it to hinder their pace. Yeah, they're all aware that Black Frieza is significantly stronger than them right now, but that alone isn't enough for them to feel threatened. Both Goku and Vegeta know that it's only a matter of time before they catch up and also surpass Black Frieza. It'll happen soon enough. But what about Black Frieza? He's so strong that even if he were to migrate to another universe, it wouldn't be a problem, so what is he up to? Lord Frieza, the recordings are ready for you to watch at any time, Oil says as he walks into the room. Good work, Oil. Now play it for me, Frieza replies. He sits down and Maki starts bringing him snacks. By this time, Oil is done setting up the screen in front of him and he plays the recording. It was Beast Gohan versus Cell Max. Frieza watches the past events from that battle happen all in 4K in front of him. He watches Gohan become Beast and then he watches him just kinda whack Cell Max after that. Interesting, Frieza comments. Before he could more or less get any sense of Gohan's power level, he could also tell how strong Cell Max was. It was still relatively straightforward, but Gohan's transformation complicated things. Cell Max, who even Goku and Vegeta may have struggled against, was basically low diff by Beast Gohan. It wasn't just an upgrade or power up, it was a leap. By learning how to use the Beast transformation, Gohan has leaped several tiers ahead of everyone else. It kinda sucked for Frieza considering how, unlike Gohan, he grinded for 10 years, and of course, he is curious about which one of them is stronger now. Though, why did he ask his troops to silently record whatever was going on Earth? How did he know? Why was he interested? Remember how Frieza and Cell were causing some trouble in hell after the events of the Cell games? Well, he's been curious about the androids ever since, but that curiosity took a back seat after he returned back to life. However, now that Frieza once again stands at the very pinnacle of the universe, he's ready to fill the gaps in his knowledge. In hindsight, it probably would have been better if he had learned more about the Saiyans instead of just nuking the whole planet, but now that he's on his mature businessman arc, he doesn't really want to resort to those underhanded measures just to take care of a threat. Frieza gets up and looks out at the vast cosmos from the window. He lets off a slight but evil grin. I was interested in recruiting that Cell Max guy, Gohan, Frieza says to himself. He then addresses the soldiers in the cockpit and tells them to shift course. They were going straight to planet Earth, no detours. Subsequently at planet Beerus, Whis tells Goku and Vegeta about Cell Max, Gohan's victory over him, as well as Beast Gohan's transformation. I guess we've been surpassed not just by Frieza but also by Gohan. Just look at that, Goku says. How would you scale Cell Max, Whis? Is he stronger than Jiren, Vegeta asks. Honestly, from what I saw, he was strong. As strong as Broly and even rougher around the edges, Whis replies. And Gohan was able to just obliterate him after unlocking this beast transformation, Vegeta asks. Indeed. Saiyan potential truly is a mystery. Here you guys have been training like slaves, and yet all it took Gohan was one serious battle to get several times stronger than the two of you. I'm curious, Vegeta, so tell me, do you consider this unfair? Whis asks. Beerus would then also turn his head, curious as to how Vegeta would answer this as well. They both, and I think all of us included, wanted to know how Vegeta's pride would handle being surpassed so easily by someone who didn't work nearly as hard as him. Unfair? That's how losers think. I do feel like trading some blows with him though. That beast transformation of his is oddly intriguing, Vegeta replies, showing some impressive development. He didn't take the question even half as seriously as Whis and Beerus. Goku, on the other hand, does a little bit of quick math. Alright, so if Beast Gohan was able to so easily beat Cell Max, who is around Broly's level, does that mean that Beast Gohan is like as strong as me and Vegeta fused into Gogeta? Whis would bust out laughing while Vegeta's face turns a bit serious. Okay, that does sound a little bit unfair. What is up with this beast transformation? Vegeta says. Broly still hasn't found a reason to care about this conversation. It was warm out on planet Beerus and he was enjoying the nice air. While Beerus can't help but ask Whis the same question as Vegeta. What is up with this beast transformation? Well, simply put, it's like saying that the beast within Gohan has awakened, but that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? After all, Gohan was already awakened. His potential was unlocked too. If the beast within him has awakened now, what was he during the final fight against Cell Max? What about when old Kai unleashed his potential? Now, I don't know exactly what it is either, but you bet it's not something as straightforward as just awakening the animal within you. Who knows? This transformation may be an even more significant event than both Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. Only time will tell, Whis replies. Yes, and there's also Black Frieza now. To be fair, I don't understand this generation's obsession with transformations. Just be strong. That'll be enough, Beerus adds before dozing off to sleep. Vegeta looks at Goku. Well, Kakarot, time to get back to training. Sure thing, Goku says as he gives him a thumbs up. The two of them then proceed to engage in a fight that lasts for the next 3 days. By this point, Frieza's ship is already inside the solar system. It's only been a couple of minutes though. The Z-Fighters pick up on it right away though, and everyone gathers at the same spot that Future Trunks showed up at around 20 years ago. We're talking about Piccolo, Krillin, 18, Goten and Trunks, and Gamma 1 now. Gohan is on his way to pick up Pan from kindergarten and he'll be there as soon as he drops her off at home. Within the next 5 minutes, Frieza's ship lands on Earth. Guys, I know that ship. It's Frieza, Krillin comments. Frieza? Isn't that guy supposed to be bad news, Trunks asks? Relax, I doubt Frieza would pull anything stupid. Let's wait and see what he says, Piccolo replies. The door opens and Frieza steps out. Now, even though they were allies in the Tournament of Power, that doesn't excuse everything that Frieza's done in the past, so Piccolo demands to know what he wants right away. That Cell Max fellow you fought. Impressive. Phenomenal, in fact. It's hard to believe a Namekian has gotten this strong, Frieza states. This cautions Piccolo. He was unaware of Frieza's black form right now. That's why even if Frieza were to cause any problems here, he would probably still be strong enough to wipe out everybody plus Orange Piccolo. But Piccolo is still confused. If he knows that they defeated Cell Max, why did he still choose to come all the way here? Relax, I'm just here to see Gohan. That beast form of his, I'd like to engage in a duel, Frieza states. Well, Gohan is busy. I'm afraid you'll have to come another time, Piccolo replies. Oh, even though I came all the way here from a separate galaxy? Seems you've grown a few more nerves, Frieza laughs. Piccolo was thinking about stepping in for Gohan himself, but this is when Goten and Trunks cut in. Why, you must be the two Saiyan sons, Frieza says. Yeah, and if you try anything here, you'll have to fight Gotenks, they reply. Hey, don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong, Piccolo says, warning them not to provoke Frieza. But honestly, Goten and Trunks are feeling like they need to prove themselves since their performance against Cell Max. Frieza finds all of this amusing though. Alright, I'll play with you, but I'll only use one finger, he says. Why? You'll die, Trunks asks. Frieza laughs. Just keeping things fair. After all, it hasn't even been 2 years since I last defeated both of your fathers, he says, laughing. This leaves everybody stunned, especially Piccolo. Wait, Frieza. Is this true, he asks. It is, and don't look at me like that. I trained hard, you know. 10 years of continuous training and anyone can be surpassed, Frieza replies. Piccolo remains calm. In his mind, if anything has happened to Goku and Vegeta, they would have learned about it by now, but there's nothing. Though he also doesn't think Frieza is lying. Anyways, Goten and Trunks do the dance. It works this time, thankfully, and they transform into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Frieza doesn't even go golden for them, let alone black. He starts the fight as is and with just one finger. Both move at unreasonable speeds, and to be fair, Gotenks does land a couple of solid attacks, but when he plunges forward for that 5th time, Frieza lifts his finger and taps him on the forehead. It was just a tap, but with that single finger tap to the forehead, Gotenks is pushed so hard that with the acceleration that he was flying at, he literally disappeared from their sight. Gotenks was pushed so hard that he splits back into Goten and Trunks, and before they fly out of the Earth's atmosphere, Gohan finally shows up and catches their unconscious bodies. What was that, Frieza? I know that was no normal power. What did you just do? Gohan asks. Yeah, same question. May have only been for a millisecond or two, but I definitely saw you go black. What's going on? Piccolo asks. Frieza grins, but he cuts straight to the chase and shows them his new transformation. Frieza would finally reveal to the Z Fighters on Earth what that 10 years of training had done for him. Black Frieza, Gohan says? Gohan. He says he was able to defeat Goku and Vegeta with just one punch in this form, Piccolo adds. I see. And you're here for what? Gohan asks. Isn't it obvious? I'm just here for a challenge, Gohan. Let's fight. If you win, I'll give you a planet from my collection, let's say, Frieza says. And what if I lose? Gohan asks. Well, then it wouldn't matter, you'd be dead. I only want one person walking away from this battle, Frieza says. Not interested, Gohan replies. Well, we can always make a situation where you have no other choice but to fight, Frieza replies. And he was dead serious. Look, I can tell you what you want, but trust me, you're better off fighting my dad or Vegeta again, or maybe even Broly, but not me, Gohan asserts. I saw that beast form of yours and I want to see if I'm superior or not. You'll have to do it either way, Gohan. So let's try to just keep the chaos to a minimum. What do you say? Frieza replies. That transformation was a one-time thing, Frieza. I can tell. I won't be able to do it again, Gohan replies. Well, don't say I didn't warn you, Frieza replies, and this is when he begins making a giant supernova over his head. If Gohan doesn't want to transform, Frieza has no issue putting him in a situation where he has no choice but to use his full power. And if you guys want to see a part 2, so what if Black Frieza met Beast Gohan, share the video to all of your homies, subscribe to the channel, and leave a like as well. Let's try to get the video to 69 likes again. I really like that number. I think we can pull that one off. But anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.